You going to count it down?
You're on.
Okay. Well, good morning. I have to be honest. It's hard to sit here and to think I have to talk about football today. You know, especially with everything that's going on in our country. I've spent the evening last night listening, watching, everything that's going on in the NBA, the WNBA, the MLB, and across our league. But these are unprecedented times in our country. With the pandemic, the hurricanes getting ready to hit or have already hit down in the Gulf, and obviously that's close to a lot of our players and the families that are being affected just as we speak, and then the obvious is the social injustice, disturbing situation in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So with that, I just want to let you guys know that the conversations within our football team are ongoing. There was a players leadership group that talked yesterday, and I think really with our schedule today, with the 8 o'clock practice, we'll just continue those conversations. So obviously difficult times where things have to change. I find it disturbing, and with that, I'll take your questions.
Mike, in light of the actions that the NBA took yesterday and some other teams in sports, did the coaches, management, and players, did you have a discussion at all about whether or not to practice today, or was it simply let's talk about this and practice and talk about it some more tomorrow and determine how to?
Well, I think just more with the way our schedule is laid up. We had the off day as far as practice. We had the mock game and everything that was completed by dinner time, and I know I spent the evening, as I've stated, listening, watching to everything that's going on around us. So we really haven't had the opportunity to talk about it. We had a team meeting yesterday. We had the virtual meeting on voting. So we'll have an opportunity today to talk about it as a football team.
So you had a virtual meeting about voting. Was that guys registered?
I'm sorry, we're going in and out again. Can you please repeat?
What did you mean by the voting? Was that to get guys registered to vote?
Yes, we have different seminars throughout training camp presented by the league, and and yesterday was a seminar on voting and the education of everything involved, and just encouraging everybody to be part of progress, and obviously the starting point politically is getting out there and vote and being involved.
You spent so much time in Wisconsin. Just can you talk about how personal this situation is for you?
Clarence, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time hearing the questions here.
Sorry. You spent so much time in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Can you talk about how personal this is and how close it hit home for you and your family?
Yeah, it's definitely difficult. Kenosha, Wisconsin, obviously is south of Milwaukee, and I've spent a lot of time on the phone the last couple evenings, and it's definitely concerning. Having friends and family back there, and it's just these times are unprecedented. It's things need to change. I grew up in a home of public safety, but I just don't understand why it keeps happening, and I think I'm like everybody else. I don't have the answers, but it's things need to change.
Mike, just to clarify, are you guys going to be on the field at 8 o'clock?
That's the plan as I'm sitting here.
Mike, do you feel, like you say, it's so hard to know what to do in these times? Do you feel that sports does have a role to play, whether it's bringing visibility to something or actually mobilizing and doing more and taking it into action?
I think there's definitely a place for it. The term I struggle with right now is we all feel sports is a great escape for tough times in our society, and it's supposed to be the entertainment, but you can't escape what's going on right now. We have, we got major challenges in our society right now that need to be addressed. So, and the best way to get there, what's the answer? It's not going to happen overnight, but I think this energy and this focus needs to definitely be, pointed to the challenges that are in front of us, and it's generational, and as I feel redundant, but things need to change.
What did you think of the Lions when they did? What did you think of the Lions when they didn't practice yesterday?
I mean, I respect that. I think everybody has an opinion in any type of action towards progress, or generating what they feel is in the best interest of their football team or their organization. It's definitely right-minded. So I respect what they're doing or what they've done.
Mike, how much in play is the possibility of the Cowboys following the Lions' lead and the NBA's lead and using a non-practice day, a cancellation of practice, as a form of a statement?
Well, I think those are conversations for within the locker room and in our football operations, and as I've talked on, I mean, we'll continue to have a conversation with our players.
Have any players communicated that they intend on not practicing today, or do you expect that all players, all 80 of them who are eligible?
We haven't had the conversation where that was involved to this point.
Mike, how do you balance in a time like this, and we've talked about unconventional times, not just what's going on socially now, but with the pandemic. How do you balance preparing your team and needing to stay focused because there's such a short window here to get ready, but acknowledging that these other things impact how people feel and you can't ignore it? Is that difficult for you to strike that balance and find it?
Well, I'm not to be insensitive, but I think in your life in professional sports, I mean, the word balance doesn't really pertain to the commitment that particularly the players are making to professional sports. So the ability to step away, like our players had the chance last night with the schedule, hopefully find some balance within the chance to look at this, and make sure that they're right on a personal level, because I'm a big believer if it's if things aren't right at home, it's definitely going to be an issue at work. So I think just having the time to have the conversations, and we will do that at some points during today.
What did you think of what the Bucs did yesterday?
I mean, I respect and I understand, what they're trying to accomplish, and I think it's once again, I mean, every organization, every locker room is made up of different personalities, and I liked their statement. I thought their statement was powerful, and I thought it was right on the money.
Mike, during the offseason, players lauded you and what you did in the offseason program in terms of social injustice and this. What did you do? Did you just let players talk? Did you bring in people to talk to the team about different things? How did you handle that back early on in the virtual offseason program?
The most important thing was open discussion, just giving everybody a platform to put it on the table. And like I said, everybody's different. Some people hold their personal feelings close to the vest, and some individuals express it out. But it's really, at the end of the day, it's how we want to move forward as a group. But then I think what's in place here with the Dallas Cowboys is the foundation of some of the programs that are built, and hopefully we can continue to build off of that and be part of the progress that needs to happen.
Mike, have you had a chance to talk to Jerry Jones in the last 24 hours? Has he shared any advice or any thoughts with you?
I'm sorry, can you just repeat the last part of your question?
Have you had a chance in the last 24 hours to talk to Jerry Jones about any of these issues? Has he shared any thoughts or any advice on it?
I didn't talk to Jerry last night, man, not yet. Okay.
Mike, I'm sorry. How important is the leadership council? How often do you like to meet with with those guys during a season, and how does all that work?
Well, I've done it different ways, and I think that is also more tailored to the individuals in the room. I've always been of the opinion that we would meet as much as the players feel we needed to meet, but then from our side of it, as far as the head coach and the assistant head coach Rob Davis, we will probably not go very long without a meeting. And I'm saying in a range of 2 weeks would probably be the top 10 to 14 days, because I think it's important, especially in year one, as we're continuing to learn each other and just getting on the same page and just dealing with all the things that we're dealing with this year. It's important for us to keep in close contact on that, and so that's something that we'll continue to do.
Mike, just to clarify a timeline real quick, you said what time was the team meeting yesterday, and then basically the players had a little bit of time to themselves. What did that time frame look like?
It was early afternoon.
Okay, so really from like late afternoon on, the players.
Well, no, there's different meetings that followed the team meeting, and there's a regeneration program that they're a part of. So, but their day concluded at dinner time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.